The first thing is paper drawers. Everybody's going to put paper in a copier at some point. It just lays in here. It's nothing spectacular. You don't have to do anything special. Just make sure it's straight. These top two drawers, it just lays in. The yellow mark here that says max, that's not really a suggestion. That's kind of a drop dead line. If you go above that, it doesn't feed. Just make sure the paper's straight, no bent corners, all that kind of stuff. I'm going to take this one out because it's got less paper in it. If you want to change paper size, all you have to do, squeeze, flip that to unlock. This moves, this moves. So if I wanted to make this paper going this way, that's all I have to do. And then when I close the drawer, it'll automatically change. It reads where these are. So if these are loose, it might read the wrong size paper jam all the time. So that's kind of how that goes. Bottom drawer is completely different. If you notice, the left side pulled out, it had no paper in it. Here is the right side of the drawer. So here's how this works. You add paper to the left side. See how I have lots of room? It will automatically then take the paper from the left side and move it to the right side. And then part of the reason for that is you can add paper on the fly while you're making copies. So if you need to do 2,000 of something, you hit it for 2,000, start making your copies. When it runs out of paper on this side, it's going to move it over, and then this side's empty. It's still running, and you can just add paper. Now, picture, if you will, trying to add paper here. Very difficult. That's why we have you only load paper on the left side. You have a lot of room to work. This little lever right here, the paper goes behind it, and there is not a lot of space here, so you can't really. You have to kind of be careful and make sure your paper, you don't have some pieces stuck out like that. Bent corners are not your friend. And it will tell you when this side is empty that you can add paper ahead of time. The bypass tray is your other paper source. As a general rule, that's going to be for heavy paper, labels, things like that. Usually people don't copy onto that stuff, they print directly from their computer. So what I usually tell people is, have it be empty, send your print job, then come over to the copier, select your print job, put the paper in, and it'll print. That way, because you don't know if maybe she had pink paper in there and you want labels. So if you just send the print job without making sure that's empty, you're going to get your stuff on the wrong paper stock. Document feeder, face up on the glass, face down in the corner, like that. Feeder, it doesn't actually use this big piece of glass. It just uses this little strip of glass. And kind of what it does is it goes like this, across the glass. So this being clean is very important. You want to make sure your whiteout's dry. If your pen's gooey, wave your paper a few times, let it dry out. If you get marks on this glass, wherever those marks are, will show up as a line across your page. And the line will stop right before the edge of the page, and you'll only have the line when you use the feeder. We give you a little rag to wipe it off with. Whiteout you can chip off with your nail. And if ever you have a line and you don't know where it is, I can't see it, if you lay the original face up, the line is pointing toward the dirt. So that's kind of a good thing to know, to find the line, to find the dirt. It doesn't take much. It's a very sensitive, to get you the high quality, it is very sensitive. It notices everything. That's your high DPI on your scanner.